Amazon EKS or Elastic Kubernetes Service is a very popular Kubernetes service for people who are AWS cloud users. If you are like me and have been working in this space for a while, or perhaps you're starting today, you're trying to figure out how do you delete an AWS cluster in EKS that you've created, this is the video for you. By the end of it, you would be able to clear out your EC2 instances that may have been created as part of your node group. So deleting the node group itself and deleting the cluster. Let's get into the video. So today our task is to delete a cluster that has been created in the past. If I go into search for EKS, Elastic Kubernetes Service, in some of our previous labs, we have been creating a lot of clusters. So it's time to delete them, clean up as they say. If I go into this cluster, I can see that my Cloud Security Bootcamp cluster, if I go to compute, I can see it has a node group and a node name, which means I need to delete the node group before I delete the cluster. But at this point in time, I'm not sure if there are any pods running here as well. So to do that, I can simply go into the CloudShell, which is my handy AWS CloudShell over here. Okay, my CloudShell is ready. Now the first thing I need to do is understand if I have any pods running. To do that, I need to first authenticate myself to this Cloud Security Bootcamp. To do that, I can type in the command AWS EKS update config region US East 1 name Cloud Security Bootcamp. I've done that. So now I'm authenticated to Cloud Security Bootcamp just to make sure we don't have any pods or nodes running. So if I type in the command kubectl get svc, it should show me all the services that are running that have been created for the pod. Okay, looks like I have a load balancer that is running over here, which means I need to make sure I have an Nginx SVC. Oh, okay. So the first item to be cleaning up would be I need to clear out the services. To do that, I have identified the file that I need to create to define it. So this was a file that was used to create that service. So I'm just going to say that service file, and I'll type in the command kubectl delete -f nginx svc.yaml. Doing that would delete that load balancer service. It will take a few minutes, but it would delete that load balancer. So the next time when this command is completed and I run the command, which is kubectl get svc, I should only see the Kubernetes API server running. Okay, so now that the service is deleted, I can run the command again for kubectl svc. I should only see the Kubernetes API server running, which is exactly what I see there. The next thing I need to do is identify if there are any pods running, which I can do by simply typing the command kubectl get pods, and it looks like I do have a pod running. The same way as earlier, I need to identify the file which has this YAML defined. I have done that, and it seems like it was in the same directory, container, port 80. This looks like the right file. So I'll come out of this and I'll type in the same command again as before. This time I have kubectl delete -f nginx.yaml. Now this should delete that pod. If I do get pods now, it would be deleted. Okay, so now there are no resources, which means my node group is clean. I can exit out of the Cloud Shell. And now I am ready to clean up my node group as well as my node names. So the first thing to do is select the node group and hit delete. Copy the name of the node group, paste it, hit delete. Now this action would trigger a delete for both the EC2 instance, which is the node that was created by a node group. If there are more than one, all of them would be created. The same way any exposed service that was there before had to be deleted, the same way you would do the same over here as well. Now, this would take a few minutes. I'm going to pause the video and come back when this is ready, and then we can delete the cluster after that. Okay, let's just start this now. All right then, so all our nodes and node groups are deleted. Now the only thing remaining is for us to do a delete cluster on the top right, because my node group is clean, my nodes are clean, and I simply hit on delete cluster. For this, I have to again copy paste the name of the cluster, which is the Cloud Security Bootcamp over here. I need to remove the extra space and delete. This should kick off the deletion process. If I come back to the cluster, you would notice that it's starting to say deletion. This will take another 10 minutes. I'll pause the video for now and come back, and that would be also the end of how you would clean up after a lab or delete an EKS cluster after you have done working with it so that you don't get charged for it later on.
20 minutes later.
If you refresh, you should see that all our clusters are clean now. But that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed this video on Cloud Security Bootcamp. I will encourage you to check out all the other public cloud and Kubernetes videos that we have here for you to get more confident in cloud and Kubernetes. If you have any questions about cloud security, or even Kubernetes security for that matter, definitely drop that as a comment and we'll try and make a video on that topic as well. So that it finally helps you get that cloud job that you were after. By the way, YouTube thinks you would also enjoy these kind of content. So enjoy these videos and I will see you in the next video. Peace.